Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, hi. I'm good. How
Yo,
are you?
I'm doing good. Whoa, real quick. When was season 2?
Season 2 started on December 18th, 2023.
Okay, so it's been like 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was much sooner because I see you with hair
Yeah.
now. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
this is I look like how you kind of look when you left.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. I was bald for a good minute. I'm finally able to. I had to buy a wig when I got out.
Did you buy a wig? Did you buy just one or did you have a bunch?
Well, I bought one like really good one, and then I had a bunch of like cheap ones that I'd wear on stream. Like I'd come on stream with a red wig on, or I'd start the next stream with a blonde wig just to be stupid.
Oh my
But
gosh, that's awesome.
yeah, like in public, I wore a regular like brown hair wig that just looked like my hair.
That's that's awesome. Okay, I do have like a bunch of questions for you. Are
Yeah,
you
yeah,
ready?
shoot.
Okay. Did you know what Fishtank was when you got on the show? Like, did you watch season
Yes.
1? Okay.
I was big into Sam Hyde before. Like I remembered hearing the Conjuring of Fish Tank within all of his stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, so he like talked about like the concept before.
yes,
Whoa, I didn't know
yes.
that. That's cool.
They talked about it pretty heavy before it happened. I was there from the minute season 1 started. And then going into season 2, they posed it as if they didn't want any fans. So I sent like I like searched on Craigslist for to seem anonymous. Like I didn't want to seem like I knew about it. So I looked on Craigslist. Like I went and looked specifically on like the Rhode Island Craigslist too, so it wasn't obvious. So I seemed like someone nearby. Um and I I put like a crochet swastika behind me, and then I
Oh my god.
sat in front of it at like so you can only see it for like 1 second, just so they knew, like so it'd catch their eye, and
Yeah.
because I know the kind of humor they have,
You
so
know
I just
those sick.
and that was what's funny is Jimmy and I were the only two that signed
What
up
do
on
you think
Craigslist.
about the idea that
And
there's
everybody else signed up
1.4
through Twitter,
billion
so it was like
Indians
apparently fans
on this planet?
But I think Jimmy is just
I'm going
Jimmy's
to give
Jimmy,
you a
so he's
hint.
gonna seem like a fan no
The
matter
actual
what.
number
But I was trying as
way
hard as I
lower.
could to not seem like I knew.
There's less than 500
Hang on, I'm so sorry.
million people on Earth.
Sorry, what?
I'm getting a TTS right now.
Oh, okay.
What was that? Okay. Do you know who this guy is?
No. Oh,
Um,
really?
so this is Head. Did you watch season 5?
Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay. I didn't know his real name. What's up, Head?
He's there he's got technical difficulties all the time. Anyways, okay, so I'm listening to you. Uh,
Yeah.
so I mean, cuz it's 70s themed. So I didn't know anything about the show. So what I'm doing is like going back and like rewatching. And I
Yeah.
watched season 1 and I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy." But it looks like very piloty.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2, it's 70s themed. It's like it feels crazy the whole time. Like how was that? Like, did you bring your own clothes? Did they give you wardrobe
Yes.
every single day?
So
What's up, Head?
when I went
Can
there,
you see me?
You're
yes,
dark.
I can see you now.
Oh fuck yeah, it is dark. Sorry.
No, you're good. And then Head, this is Tayleigh from season 2.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Well, not really. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Nice.
Anyway, go ahead. Keep
All right.
keep going.
Good.
So I packed like clothes that I was getting ready to have destroyed. I was like cheap sweatpants, loose clothes. I was like I knew I was gonna be watched for weeks, so I was like I'm gonna be as modest as I can, wear everything loose and all of that. And then I got there, and Vance picked me up, and he was like, "Are you the fan?" And I was like, yeah, I'm the fan. And then he told me the whole way there, like, it's 70s themed. Y'all are gonna have your own clothes. You can't act like you know anything about it. Don't show at all that you know. And so the whole way there, Vance was gaslighting me like crazy. And
That's
I'm
awesome.
realizing too. Sorry, you only know Vance because of season 1. He was a cameraman on season 2. I'm sure you saw that.
He was a cameraman on my season 2. That's where I met him. So it was so
Vance
funny.
was there?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Why am I forgetting that? Okay.
Yeah,
So-
Vance is cool.
I don't know why.
It was
I
so
don't know
funny
why
to
I feel like
see-
Vance was
it's so
there.
funny to
Oh,
see
duh.
Vance.
He left. I'm thinking about all the like post stuff now that's going on. I'm like, Vance isn't there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I totally forgot Vance was there. Okay.
Yeah, I met him
Yeah,
as a cameraman. He doesn't talk, and so it was so
he-
awesome to watch season 1 and like hear him speak
Yes,
and
and
compete. It was awesome.
the whole way on, like the whole hour to the house, he was just gaslighting me the whole time. Like, you're the only fan. You can't let anybody know that you know. And so I was like, all right, I trust you, Vance. I'll do it. I'll pull through. And so when I got there, everybody's acting liberal, like super liberal on the Sam Hyde show, and like acting like they don't know anything about it at all, and like, what is this sound coming from the ceiling? Wow, that's weird. And so we just, I only knew on my way there. I didn't know anything leading up to it. I knew I was going to be on the show about maybe 2 weeks before, little over 2 weeks before, but I was like mentally like I made it because of the audition that I sent. I knew. I just
You felt
had
good
a
about it?
feeling.
Can I see
I
that
had-
somewhere?
Oh yeah, you can see it on my Twitter.
Oh, yes.
If you were to look up like Tayleigh audition on Twitter, you'd probably be able to find it. It's hilarious.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I made sure to crop it down to where it was just a split second of what you see behind me, and then I sit down in front of it and I answer these like crappy Craigslist questions that they gave us. But I think I haven't seen Jimmy's audition, I don't think, so I don't know if he's answering the same kind of silly questions, but I like all the others auditions were like answering Fishtank type questions. So mine's
Yeah.
a little weird compared to everyone else.
You were so fantastic on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like I mean, the chat was telling me like that you were the hardest one in the season. And I was like, I can't wait to see, and like you did, especially at the end. I was like, oh my gosh, she's competing.
Thank you.
What? I mean, I felt like, how did you lose? Like, how? I don't quite understand. I know that might sound bad. I'm sorry, but I mean, like it
so-
didn't. I didn't understand. Like, what was the?
That's a good question. So I just had a feeling going into it, but I didn't want to let it weigh on me too much that they wanted a guy to win the next season because Josie won season 1, and
Yeah.
it was a big and the finale of season 1 were 2 girls, so it was kind of the viewing of like, oh, it's simp tank, like it's just 2 girls. They got their way to the top because every guy loves them. And so I kind of had the feeling going into season 2, like they're gonna want a guy to win. And from before season 2, there was a bit of a scuffle going on with the crowd. They weren't big fans of how season 1 was edited because
Yeah.
there wasn't a heavy storyline. And just going through it and seeing season 2 and seeing how they treated TJ especially, I could tell that they wanted a storyline. And as soon as I got out of there and talked to my family, and they were asking me the same question of how did you lose?
Yeah.
Like, how did that happen? And I told them straight up, they wanted a storyline. They wanted a plot. And
That's so.
I mean, I understand people now will say like, you had such a plot, even though I didn't feel like I did. I mean, if I watch it back, I see it for sure. But when I was in there, I didn't feel that. I was just like, I know I can go harder, but I'm not showing it as I'm going. It was just I'm gonna let it out as time goes on. I'm not gonna. I understood that it was a long race, not a short
Yeah.
sprint. I didn't want to show
That
my
was
card.
that
too
was my
soon.
mentality too. The whole time, people kept saying like, when are you gonna do something? I was like, just wait.
It's coming. You just
Yeah.
gotta wait. It's gotta wait for the right time,
Yeah.
And I get it. I get that from a viewer standpoint. I can understand that question for sure. I've been asked that a million times. I've been,
That was the biggest question when it's because I know we kind of chatted, but once it ended, that was like, how?
Yeah.
I don't get it. But no,
Um,
that's crazy. And so like, I mean, did you get anything, or you shaved your head and did all that stuff and walked out with nothing? Did you get something?
I only got paid for the cell.
Which which was,
but-
was
10 grand.
that's not bad.
But I won about 15, and they did like the Steel 4000 challenge.
Yeah.
And, like actually took 4,000 from me and
Oh,
gave it to the 2 of them and they said to them before it even happened, they were like, one of y'all has the ability to buy a cheap car off a marketplace, and the other two of y'all can't even pay rent for about a month. And so it was kind of like they were practically telling them to steal from me.
Yeah.
And it was just also I went so hard. I was pretty vulgar in my season and live, like it's edited out in the episodes. I was pretty vulgar. I mean, I understood that it was a free platform. I could say whatever I want, and so
Yeah.
I took full advantage. And
How
I
many days
understood
did you have to
that
be on that one that season? How many
I'm
days?
sorry, what was that?
How many days did you have to be on that season?
I was there. It was supposed to be 42 days, but they cut it 1 day short, so I was there for 41 days.
So some are 15, some are 45, 42, some are 30. Is that how it works? So I'm new to this stuff.
Yeah, Head didn't know anything either.
Yeah,
when-
yeah.
She said, "Yeah."
So up to they had season 4, and that got cut short because of like legal issues and things like that. So that was only like 15 days, but it wasn't intended to be. Every season up until season 5 was supposed to be 6 weeks. And season 5 was the new form of having 30 days.
30, yeah. So in terms of like the episodes being edited, the chat filled me in quite a bit on like some stuff. What was like, I don't know, maybe tell me like something that you did or didn't do. I mean, what happened that you wish was in the edit that wasn't in the edit? I heard like a lot of Frank stuff got cut out.
Yes. There were moments like, for example, when they, like yesterday, you were watching when they all like cut up my stuff and destroyed my stuff, and they were pressing me about smoking weed. They were pressing me on that for like 2, maybe 3 hours, and I was like stuck down there, and they were pressing me and accusing me of smoking weed for hours and hours and hours, to the point where they were like, Frank was like, "Oh, then what did you go do in the Goon Cave?" Is that little like weird area that I was in where you were wondering like, where's that at?
Yeah, the little box.
It was underneath the bunk beds.
That's so.
Yeah, it was very weird, and I hid my stuff under there because I knew everybody was after me. So I was like, I'm gonna hide it in this weird little cubby that nobody can like crawl into, because I was the smallest and thinnest one there. So I was able to just stick my limbs in there and grab stuff. And then Frank was like, "Oh, they were trying to say that I took Chris's weed pens and like went into the Goon Cave and hit them and then hid them in the Goon Cave," when that was clearly not at all what happened. And so Frank was like, "Oh, then what did you do in the Goon Cave then, hitting his pen?" And I was like, "I was hiding my stuff." And so then all of the rest of them go up there and get my stuff. Like Frank practically like sicked them on me, and so they were all up there cutting up my stuff because they got pretty much told to. And then like as I was sitting there taped to Fatty at one point, Frank was sitting there putting his foot all over me, and I had an egg in my pocket. And I whipped that egg out and threw it at him like point blank, like decked him in the face, and was like, stop touching me, dude. And then he was just like, no. And he just kept doing it. There was also, when the crickets got thrown on me, that is a big, so you remember Summer and Meg?
Yeah, so real quick, let me fill Head in because he doesn't know what this is. She was in this thing called the Doghouse. And it's essentially exactly what that is. It's a doghouse. And if you lose a challenge or whatever, you have to go in there, and they give you a collar and a leash. And then Frank came in with a bunch of live crickets and like threw them inside the doghouse.
Like a whole bucket of crickets.
While she was in there.
Asleep. I was sleeping.
Okay.
And I had to like stay in this doghouse while all these crickets were on me. And so what's crazy is I said to Summer and Meg on like day 3 in the middle of the night, when it was just them, like pretty much just production and a few people on the site watching, I said to them in passing, like, having bugs crawl on me in my sleep is probably my worst fear. Like I said that outright, and they remembered that.
Yeah,
and
never
so
can't tell them that. Yes.
And it was also when we were playing the characters that we were. And so, like, we were all playing up that we didn't know about anything. And so I told them that in passing at like 4 a.m. And sure enough, when that happened, that's why I was freaking out so bad. Because as all the crap that I went through, that's one thing I can't do. I cannot do it. I mean, I got better about it, but when it was happening, I was like, I was asleep when it happened.
Yeah.
So and you couldn't see inside that doghouse, but oh my gosh, it was horrible. They were crawling all over the top of it inside, and that's why I was freaking out so bad. And I was sitting there smashing them with my shoe.
How long did you have to stay in there for?
All night.
Fuck.
It's like a 12-hour thing, right? Because on the edit, I'm never quite sure like how long you stay in there.
It was like, I don't even know what time it was when I went in there, but usually they let us out at noon the next day.
They let us out.
So they let it. Well, there was like an actual like collar and then like a leash.
Yes.
And then you have to sleep in this doghouse.
Yes.
That they built. It's like a wood made thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy. Okay, my chat wants me to ask you. Well, they have a few things, but the thing I read was panty arc.
Okay. I am.
And if you want to fill ahead on that one too.
I'm like a 1950s woman. If anybody sees my undergarments, I am offended and I am disgusted, and that is not okay. It's not okay for somebody to be messing with someone's underwear. That ain't my thing. I was dealing with some crazy, horrible relationship right before season 2, and so that especially, I was like, this is like the worst thing to happen right now, because I thought the person that I was dealing with prior to season 2 was watching it live.
Yeah.
So to see something like that happen, I was like, great. Like, I'm not going to say it live, but like, I was like, oh, I bet that son of a bitch is watching this. And I'm having to, like, oh no. And so that's why I knew Frank was going to mess with me on that. And so
yeah,
it is what it is. That's why it got to me so much. Cause like I said, I'm a very, like I said, like a 1950s woman, like that. I'm like, no, you will never see that of me. That's gross. No.
Yeah.
So that's why that kind of stuff is just, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with the way that was handled at all. That was horrible.
Just to fill head in, because he doesn't know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Frank's on the show, and then it shows him like going through her stuff, and he grabs like her underwear and like smells it, and then he like wears it on his head.
1 second. Now, Frank is this guy that they were talking about possibly come back to season 5. You better be worried. He's coming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So then he starts wearing it, and he's having other people like smell him and stuff. It was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd take a whiff.
Thank you, Head.
I mean,
my man.
I don't know.
But yeah, that was just something that I knew was going to.
Stranger wants to know how many packs of cigarettes today, Head. Thanks for the 500.
I bought a fresh pack. They should be gone by the time this live is over.
Good Lord. So Head smokes like what, 3 packs a day? You said.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
He's got a
nice.
Yeah. He's working on it. That's so crazy. Okay, so let's talk about. That's so wild. The cryo guy.
Just make a cigarette. Hold on.
There you go, bud.
Okay. So you haven't watched any Blood Games yet? Oh, there aren't any edited episodes.
I guess I can find them somewhere. Is what I was told.
You can find them on like the Digest channel, I believe. Still.
Okay.
There was a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Again, with Blood Games that I don't believe will be shown in the edits, thankfully. But the thing with Cryokeen, the fans were really upset with me at the time. And at one point everybody else were, it's hard to explain because there's a lot that you haven't even seen it yet, I don't think.
No, I haven't. That's next.
So they had us all in this area where we were playing airsoft and we had to like fight off vampires. And while this was happening, the team had to go up onto this little tower that they built in the middle of this, what we called the arena. And everybody else was up on the tower, and I was still on the ground, like defending everybody. I was shooting people with the airsoft. And to the point where I didn't end up, they turned that tower, everybody on the tower got turned into a cell challenge, but they had to stay up on this tower all night. And so I didn't get involved with it because I was on the ground. I had no idea that this was even happening. And so I went back to the camp, and then one of them comes up to me. I don't think you saw No, you didn't see Cowboy.
I saw him a little bit. He's the medic, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was.
Medic.
He came up to me while I was at the campsite, and he was like, "The fans voted you in on a little special thing here, and we're gonna bring you inside." So I get walked inside, and I had to have this like fake like horse on a stick It was like a little fish toy that it's like the dance monkey, but it was a horse on a stick, and we had to like gallop like it was a real horse.
That's awesome.
And like I had my shotgun airsoft, and I had this horse on me, and I had to walk to the trot to the house, and they had the camera on me, and I walk into the house, and I get to this room, and it's full of wood chips, like it's a hamster cage, and there's this dude in there. There are two dudes in there, but I didn't see the other dude at first. And there's a dude in there with like a greasy wife beater. Looks like the South Park basement dweller guy that's like playing WoW. And he's wearing this nasty greasy wife beater. He's sitting there all crisscrossed he just looks like a caricature. And as soon as I saw his face, I was like, oh my God, it's this Cryokeen guy. And he's a major fan of Fishtank. Before Blood Games and all that happened, on Twitter, he like freaked out about how Sam blocked him on Twitter. And
whoa, that's gotta. I mean, you gotta be pretty messed up to get blocked by Sam.
Exactly. Like he's sitting there like he was just being an obsessive fan towards Sam, and to the point where he blocked him. And so he was kind of a meme within the community at that point, before Blood Games. And turns out, Jet like hit him up to bring him onto the show, but he had to stay in this little hamster cell cage for a time. And there was another fan that got brought on as well, named Oddbod, and he was the one that was like hidden in the wood chips. I didn't see him until a little bit. Like he was like underneath these wood chips, and it was like 2 wood chips. So they took this room, and did you see season 3 at all?
No, not yet. So no spoilers.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'm just like, it was in one of the season 3 rooms that like I didn't know if you saw it at all. But they had some kind of like wood barrier stood up in this room, so they were able to fill it completely with wood chips, about 2-3 foot deep.
Whoa.
And it was pretty crazy. And they locked me in the room with this guy, and that was it. Like that was what I got voted in to do. It was like a cell challenge, and I had to sit in here with this guy.
This guy says Tayleigh is a hateful bully. She's lying about Cryo. She's a schizo who puts others down like Cole and Cryo. She said,
it's people like that will say that, and then like they'll be in front of me like kissing my ass.
All right, keep going. I'm sorry.
But like. So I'm in the room with this guy, and I had heard some nasty things between season 2 and Blood Games about, someone saying nasty things about me and other Fishtank girls. And it was like this specific line that he said that somebody said over the TTS, and they were like, why did you say this, Cryokeen? And I was like, that was you?
What was the line? Do you remember?
It was like, I would love to grope Tayleigh's breasts, and like even nastier, like I would love to like fuck Tayleigh like an animal while smoking meth, and like saying nasty things about Summer and Trish, like a lot of Fishtank girls. He was saying this kind of stuff about publicly. It wasn't like he was saying it in a private message. He was saying it publicly. He didn't care. And so I heard that TTS and was like, oh, that was you. And so I'm sitting here pressing the dude, like, why'd you say that then? And he asked me about like the bathroom cams, like, are there any bathroom cameras? And I was like, why do you want to know that, dude? Like, why do you want to know that kind of stuff? And so, mind you, I had my airsoft shotgun with me in the cell.
How many bullets does that shoot at once?
3. It
awesome.
Shot it like in a shell that you could put 3 bullets in, and I was sitting like. At one point, I think it was like the Oddbod guy was like, "Oh, shoot me with the airsoft gun," so I did, and then Cryokeen was like reluctantly letting me shoot him at first, and then as time progressed, I just kept shooting him. Like I just kept shooting him. He's like, "I'm leaving! Oh my God!" And he like freaked out and left. It was like, "I will sign a contract," and like saying all this crap, and I just kept pressing him about it, and since like he basically quit the show because I bullied him out, and he will never admit that. He'll say like she harassed me, and like he was trying to like press charges on me over a fucking airsoft gun.
Whoa!
And
outside the show, he tried to press charges on you.
Yeah, and it was just so stupid.
Can that even happen?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. And it's just it's so dumb. Like it was so dumb. And this guy was like such a simp, and that like and yeah, when I was pressing him, he was like, Tayleigh hates all her fans. Tayleigh hates all her fans, and like freaking out, and like everybody was learning that he was the guy that said all this nasty stuff like while I was in the cell. Like everybody else in the house didn't realize that he was the one that said this stuff, but I had seen it before going on Blood Games, but it was just one of those like, oh, fuck you, dude, you're nasty. And I just like kind of forgot about who even said it. But when it was brought back up, I was like, oh,
Like, I know you.
Yeah, like I'm gonna whip your ass. So
I can't wait. Because you don't know. I want to see it.
Sure how they're gonna do the edits. It's one of those things where you could find the clip of it. It's not even the full, because I was in there for like 12 hours probably with him, and I didn't sleep really at all.
And the hamster thing?
Yes, and I was like, he was like laying there crying already, like I miss my cats. He hadn't been gone for like he was hardly gone from his home, and he was already crying about like missing his cats and all this, and like at that point I hadn't seen my cats in a damn month, so I was like, dude, like, get out of here with that, like go home, go see him then,
go get your cats.
And he just like kept being like, I haven't signed a contract and all this crap, even though he knew what Fishtank was. He was such a super fan that he got faced with the reality of Fishtank and he couldn't handle it. And
I couldn't either.
I had about 8 or 9 hours to find out what the show was about.
Yeah. After that all happened, especially, he like has posted nasty videos of himself like jerking off and like yelling my name and being nasty.
Does this guy have a job?
Nasty. Huh?
Does he have a job?
No, he gets Social Security. He gets money from the government, and he lives in his mom's
basement.
That
motherfucker's a weirdo. No disrespect, but well, yeah, fuck him. He's a weirdo.
For real.
Lord.
And even like it's gotten to the point now where
Shit,
even
I jerk off a lot. I get security. I know.
Jeez.
Just kidding.
No, that's crazy. Because I don't know who that guy is, but in like yesterday's stream, they were like, "Let him in." I'm like, I don't know, but I said I would talk to you first. It doesn't sound like.
Yeah, no, he's not. It's like a troll thing at this point of like, let him in, just so he can embarrass himself.
Now we got to.
No.
You said I got to? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, not at this point. It's bad. It's nasty. Like that's considering.
As jerk off, we good.
But we can't even. We don't even know if he won't do that.
Like he's still pressed about me to this very day. And is like, I will never watch Fishtank again because of Tayleigh, and then like obsesses over season 5, like obsesses over all of it. Like it's just a nasty, vicious cycle with the dude. He's like the Fishtank's Chris Chan. I don't know, you probably don't know what Chris Chan is and all that, but the people watching would get it. Like if
James is a norm, he has no idea either.
I'm learning. I learn every day.
He's not a pleasant person. Like it's like the other day Jet was streaming on his channel on Kick, and he like saw him in the chat and like modded Beth just to have him get banned, because Beth gets it too. Like Beth understands. Yes, because she, or at least I think, I don't know, I know she was like, she's kind of in the loop with the people involved with Fishtank, like stream star people. Like Clayton, for example, he was like to the community, he's like a stream star because in between seasons 3 and 4 they let fans stream on the site.
Yeah. Beth was gonna be on tonight, but she's going to Bring Me the Horizon concert. So I was like,
shit.
Yeah, I was like, go to the concert. That sounds. I love them.
Yeah, I saw them like a couple months ago. I wasn't able to stay long because it was a festival, but.
No, I love them. I was like, yeah, don't. She's like, I'm so sorry. I was like, don't be sorry. Go to the show.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Thank you so much for that tip, Negan. Okay, so I want to know season like now that I've watched season 2, who was your favorite? Who was your least favorite? And maybe you can include Frank, but do you like Frank?
Yeah. I understood that it was.
If you do bring him, people are so funny.
I understand that it's a show. I understand that, you know, that's his character.
Yeah.
His name is literally Frank Hassel. Like, everybody knows that's what he's gonna do. Like,
Yeah.
and even this was also cut out of the episodes, but he straight up told me, like, as I was getting eliminated, like, and he said it prior to that too, like, how are you so resilient?
You're a beast. Yeah.
This was one thing I meant to say that got cut out of the episodes. After the crickets happened, and that was, mind you, the same night that the whole baby challenge happened and all that.
That was crazy.
It was nasty. And after all that happened, the next day, we had to do a challenge called the grossest thing in the house challenge. And so everybody else is like gathering like trash and all this, and so I was like, I'm gonna get Frank back. So I pissed and puked in a cup, and like spit a loogie in it, threw sig in it, and I like showed it to the camera and was like, this is a cup full of my own piss and vomit, and threw it on Frank, like point blank threw it on him. And then then like I'm walking away and Frank pulls out an egg and tries to throw it at me, and it goes whoop right by my head and it hits Shinji instead. And this, like, my back was turned and everything, and I was just like, you missed. And like,
Cole, I love the ice.
I got him back pretty good, but I could understand why it was cut out of the episodes.
No, that's awesome.
You pissed with a loogie.
And a cig.
You're awesome, but I'm glad it wasn't me.
No, she was a beast. I mean, I know there's probably so much that I didn't see from the edits, but from what I could see, like, she brought it, dude.
She's tiny like him.
My chat was saying like she stayed the hardest the whole season and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to see this. I was like, if that's true, I gotta talk to her. Like,
I gotta watch it.
Yeah. Okay, so who'd you like the most? Who you didn't like the most? And then your opinions of Frank, even post Tank. I know you said he's a character.
So I would say probably my favorite.
Everything she's complaining about is the type of edgy humor Sam Hyde creates and Fester. But ask her why she thinks he's irredeemable but not Bert. And that's not shade at Bert. He's awesome.
A certain point. That's why I was so upset when he did what he did with the mallet and all that. Because I was getting him to be level-headed at least a little bit. I was able to get through to him.
I thought you guys were like kind of a team for a minute, and then all of a sudden that switched.
Yeah, and like I understood that it's a game, and I also could understand that Jimmy was like siding with me, and I understood how much leverage Jimmy had in the show. I understood how important he was to the audience, and even then I could get along with the guy. Out of everybody in that house, I was able to sit and shoot the shit with him for hours.
Yeah.
And you know, with when all that happened, like people try to say like, oh, you were defending Jimmy and all that. That was a crock of shit. It was a cope. It was a complete cope because it was apparent, and I don't think it's in the episodes. I'm not sure because I've only watched them when they came out. That's about the only time I've watched them. It was like I was hyped to see it when it came out, and I haven't watched it since. So I'm not entirely sure if it's included, but after I won the cell, Jimmy is in the cell with me, sitting there talking with me, and I was just telling him like, dude, you gotta not freak out so much about the most like useless shit. Like you gotta stay within your zone. And that's where that 3-foot world thing comes from. I told him about this whole analogy that I was taught growing up, or I should say metaphor rather, growing up, and that's why when he threw the mallet, that was why I was like, you got to stay in your 3-foot world, man. Like, you fucked up. Like, you... And it was because after everything that happened with Tayleigh, when he freaked out during the hot dog thing...
Yeah.
He felt like he was walking on thin ice so heavy. Because of obviously him getting pressed to the point that he freaks out. That I could see that, and I could see that he was trying to not.
Yeah.
And that's why I felt so much for him. I felt so bad because I see that he wanted to do this, he wanted to get there, and he wanted to win. But I also understood that it was a competition and that having him on my side was a good thing at the time.
Yeah, he was on my stream, I think last week, and Head met him. She's talking about the guy that was on with you the last time you were here? Jimmy.
Who was it?
The guy that was in the factory.
Yeah. He's from down here. Yeah, the factory.
Yeah.
He actually texted me yesterday.
He texted you? Cool.
Yeah. He said he'll be down soon.
That's cool. All right, keep going. I'm listening.
So I would definitely say Jimmy was probably my favorite. My least favorite. In a competition standpoint, TJ pissed me off. I mean, I'll be honest, because I was like, why are they coddling him so hard? Like, everybody could see it. Everybody could see it.
So so my chat was saying that too, but how is he being coddled? Like, what does that mean?
Was he good at what he did? Was he good at it?
His arc was cool. He asked if he was good at what he did. I thought his arc was cool.
And I could see that. Like, he did come out of his shell for sure. But I could see that he wasn't trying as hard as like others. I mean, you could say the same about Shinji too, but Shinji had like the like quirk of being a Japanese
porn star. Yeah.
So yeah, like he had that buff to where it was kind of like, you know, I can get why Shinji's still here because he's Shinji. But like from a competition standpoint, it was definitely TJ, and that was also because like we were pretty much rivals till the very end. Those last weeks, because I could clearly see that he was getting, and like you said, how was he getting coddled? It was like I could see that they were building storylines around him. Like live, you could see it. He was the one getting pulled aside, getting told what to do. He'd have to sit and like be convinced by TTS for like hours to like do one thing. And then they had the love and life and death and hatred kind of thing going on.
Yeah,
I had no idea about any of that.
You never. I don't remember if I saw you in that room. Did you go in that room?
No,
never.
Not at all. No,
you didn't even know it existed.
They knew I'd call bullshit on it. I'd be like, "You're just doing this for a story." Like they knew I'd call bullshit on it. So that was why they didn't bring me into that. But certain things too, like the thing with, like, we didn't know personally within it because we were in the show. Like whatever he was getting accused of with all the like loop cooch stuff, we didn't know what that was about truly. We were confused. I was a little bothered by that because of everything that had happened. We could see the thing with like how Tayleigh was getting brought in for him, and like, you know, things
that was
like that. Like,
that was rough.
We could just see that they were forming the story around him. To where, you know, that from a competition standpoint, when I was competing in actual challenges and doing better than him at times, most of the time, it was infuriating because it's like I'm sitting here trying. It was almost like the feeling you had when Bashir came back. Of like, that's cheating. Like, what?
That's cheating. Yeah,
like,
cheating.
That's completely cheating. And so, and at the very end,
what's he doing? He's peeing, dude.
So
go on.
When I stole these chips, for example, I stole them because I knew full well that him and Shinji were gonna like team up and pile on me and take my points away. That's why I stole his chips, and I felt horrible doing that. I'm not one to steal, but I saw he got caught slipping, and I got him. In his day, he got caught slipping. So I took all of his chips, and they said freeloaders cannot give you chips. And then they like flipped it and did this whole thing where Fatty told him when he was painted green, like, you got to give me 5,000 of your 50,000, and I'll give you chips, or like all of it. Like, they're just like, it was rigged in a obvious way if you're watching it live, especially. And so like when I was there competing to keep it up and could tell that Shinji and him were not competing against each other but teaming up on me, it was definitely, it was tough. It was very, very annoying from a competition standpoint.
Yeah, no.
Personally though, I didn't have an issue with him like personality wise and everything outside of it, but inside of it drove me nuts. drove me fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Because I was like, dude,
Head.
you're not even driving.
You're freaking. Your mic is going nuts, dude. Can you mute yourself unless you're gonna say something?
Goodbye.
Are you leaving? No, he's muted. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get this
When I was
guy's.
outside, was it going crazy?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you some headphones, dude.
To fit this head?
Like a headset. Yeah.
Yeah, literally a headset.
A headset.
When I was outside, was it going nuts?
Yeah. It wasn't like this the other day, so I'm not sure if it's all the time.
Yo, Negan here be rad if you brought me on the stream. I will be quick.
Okay, so that's awesome. No, I think as a competitor, there was a lot of stuff even on my season that like drove me crazy.
Yeah, I can understand that for sure.
On a production standpoint, I totally get it. Like I get.
Yeah, that's why like I completely took the L, and I didn't even see it as an L because I understood that like I gave him a strong competition. I gave him some heavy competition to compete against. And you know, that just adds to his story. I understood that. That's why, like, you know, like I said, my family, they were like, why did you not win? Why did that happen?
Yeah.
And like I said, like I knew that they needed a plot.
Yeah, for sure. For the chat, Landon just texted me. He said that his allergies are going crazy, and he said he doesn't look good when his allergies are messing with him. So he's not coming.
We need the tiger in here.
I know. The tiger doesn't get allergies.
Yeah, right?
Crazy. All right, so what are your thoughts and opinions of Frank? I'm so curious.
So,
I've only talked to him one time. He was on one of my streams, but like briefly.
Oh.
And there was like, I think there might have been 6 of us total, so it wasn't like a one-on-one.
Oh, okay.
But I thought he was cool.
Yeah. So, like I said, I understand that was part of the show. I understood that. There was a night where like we were all drinking and it was like truth or dare, and they cut that out of the episodes as well. And they told us like whoever does the most crazy shit will get a huge advantage in the finale in the Olympics. So we're all like, that's why I don't drink. I got belligerent drunk, and Frank was like acting like he was dating me and all this. And he kept whispering in my ear, like, it's a bit, go with it. It's a bit, go with it. And, like, I was going with it because I was drunk. And then he, like, grabbed me and, like, forced me to kiss him. That I was not okay with. But I mean, I also understand it's a fucking show. I was not a fan of that, though.
Yeah.
That's, like, that's, like, my one gripe on Frank. Like, that was not cool. But after the fact, like, I understand it's a show, and I don't have an issue with him personally now. Like, we're cool. Like, I've talked to him since then. I don't have any kind of issue. Like I said, the only issue I had was when he, like, forced me to kiss him. When I was completely
James smacked my ass a couple times. I think I felt.
It's true.
Like, that was my one thing that I was not cool with. And, like, of course, your chat's gonna be like, Tayleigh wanted Frank. But anybody watching that back will be like, ooh.
Yeah, it's a little.
That's not cool. Because I was getting whispered in my ear by Frank, it's a bit. And so I thought it was a bit. And, I was just running with it. But looking back on it, I am like, that was kind of weird. But
it's weird, yeah.
It's whatever. I mean, people get drunk and kiss each other every now and then, I guess. But that wasn't cool. But like I said, like there are so many worse things in this world to be mad at. That was not.
Yeah, the force. I didn't see the force kiss. It wasn't in the edit.
Yeah, no, they cut that out because it didn't. Like I said, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good if you watch it because I'm having a bunch of dudes feed me drinks. And the only 2 girls are me and Trish. And at that point, Frank had already tried to do that joke with Trish before me. So, like, yeah. And so it was kind of weird. It was kind of weird. Like, after it happened too, they had me, like, go down to the basement, and they had a camera rolling, and they were like, is everything okay?
So like, I mean, if they had asked, they already know that.
Yeah, like they knew it was weird, and like it was also kind of a ploy to like piss all the fans off against me. Again, to like rig it against me, like force that to happen, so then I would have fans hate me instead of support me right before the whole finale. But you know, it is what it is. It happened.
That's crazy. I was asked to ask you, did you watch season 5?
Yes.
What did you think? I heard you're a Bash fan.
So, I mean, I was a fan of all y'all. I was a fan of all top 4. Like all 4 of y'all, I was a fan of from day one.
That's cool.
And so like for sure, like right off the bat, I should say you and Bash, I had to grow on a little bit, but it took me like maybe 3 days. I was like, all right, I like these people the most. These 4 for sure. Like Landon and the twins, I was like, these are the realest ones for sure. On day 1, I was like, realest ones right here. And then as the days progressed, I was like, all right, I'm liking Bash. I'm liking James Drake. They're pulling through. I think they can really handle it. Especially like you got asked like, would you shit in a bucket? And you like at a drop of a hat said yeah, and I was like, all right, this dude's got it. He's got it. Because like we all knew that you weren't aware of what was going on.
I shit in a bucket.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did too. Me too. But like I definitely like the top 4 of y'all. Someone's saying she's lying 100%. Check the chat logs. Check the chat logs. I straight up said like James Drake's growing on me. Bash is growing on me. But definitely right off the bat, the 4 of y'all I had a very good feeling about. Like y'all felt like the definition of like Fishtank contestant for sure. Like y'all were hitting that mark to me for sure.
The more I think about it, the more the more I thought about it, the more I think like we were so different from each other, which made I wonder if it made it just kind of cool to watch, to see like 4 different kinds of people.
For sure.
With different backgrounds, yeah. Like I from an audience standpoint, like I hope that was cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to see. And there were like I will say like there were certain things like from a viewer standpoint, it felt like production wasn't pulling through at times, you know, that a lot of the crowd was like, oh no, like what's happening? Why is this happening? Like certain things that we were a little upset about as viewers.
Like what?
But
I've not seen any of the like I've not watched season 5 at all, so I'm like anything that happened like behind closed doors, I have no idea.
Like for example, in season 2, and the edits cut out a ton of it. There were so many like stupid little mini challenges that we had to do, and we got to do it for money, and like y'all didn't have that hardly at all. Like when I was saying I had about 15 or 16 grand worth of winnings, it was because I won challenges that were not seen in the episodes.
That's awesome.
Like we did like a milk triathlon where we had to like chug milk, and like a bunch of milk chugging and handstands and things like that, and not puking, like nasty things like that we did, but it was for money. The grossest thing in the house challenge was for money. Like certain things, like y'all didn't get to have those like mini challenges for extra money like we did in the past. And even like it's hard to say because season 4 got cut so short, but like there were mini challenges pretty much every day.
Dang.
Like even in season 2, or just about every day.
Well, so my chat was telling me like one of the biggest things that season 5 was missing was Sam Hyde. Do you think he had like a lot more influence on that kind of like challenges and stuff?
I think a big thing, like for example, last night you said how you were wondering if y'all's season was the first to like revolt against production.
Yeah.
In a way. I fully believe like y'all had no like strong authoritative figure to like keep y'all in line. Like there was
a few times in the morning where something would be going off and Mince was the only one downstairs. So Laura would go downstairs to get her medicine, and then she told me that Mince told her, hey, if something goes crazy up there, can you tell James to break it up because there's nobody else here. So she would come up and whisper to me, and she was like, hey, this is going on, but if a fight breaks out or whatever, James, you have to don't be a contestant.
Yeah,
You have to break it up.
see,
And I'm like, that's not
okay
my
for you
job.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly. Like that's not okay for you because that's not your concern. In reality, from a contestant standpoint, you want them to be messing with each other. Like you want
Right.
them to destroy each other while you stay out of it. You don't need to be the mediator. Like that's not okay. And so when like during I don't even know how to explain it. It's just there are certain things that like y'all just needed that authoritative figure to keep y'all in line as it was. Like there were times where Jet came on screen while y'all were live, they would put themselves on camera and be like, "We can't control them."
That's for real. That's crazy.
Yes. and so that's not how it should have been. Like
that's crazy. They did say because I asked about that when after we all got done, and I was like, so what was this about? And they said, yeah, for next season we need to have somebody who can separate, like, and be that guy, because they I think they recognized that they didn't have that. And Sam's a big dude. Head, I don't know if you know who Sam Hyde is, dude, but he's like, I think they said he was like 6'5". Like I watched his boxing match the other day. Like he's a big guy.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of him.
And so, I mean, you can see in the episodes like how with ease he just like pushed Jimmy away, like nothing. When that happened with him and Tayleigh, like when he jumped up in Taylor's face, like you saw how easily he just completely mediated that and nipped it in the bud right then. Like he knew, like somebody has to be that. Like having some bodyguards or something. I mean, even if it's not the host.
Jet said that like
having some kind of step in like that is needed because that's a part of the show. People are gonna freak out and get each other. It's like prison. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, like, Jet said that he was getting pissed off because we kept throwing people out of the house or like bullying people out of the house. He's like, we couldn't bring freeloaders in fast enough. But we had like such a close knit thing. I wonder, like, I didn't even think about what you're saying, as if
about like just letting them get each other.
Like no, but like maybe us as contestants subconsciously knew that we could do almost whatever we wanted because who's gonna tell us no?
Exactly. Yeah, like Landon, for example. Oh, dude, he pressed him.
He mocked production every day.
Like, and it was like he pissed them off like crazy, and it was funny because like. Again, they had moments where they cut in they put themselves on the camera and they were like, we're not going to let them mog us. And then they immediately got pissed off at Landon. Like, immediately got pissed off at him. Like, actually. Like, you could see that they were
He was good,
mad.
though. Landon was great.
Yeah.
He
but
was
even
so...
then, it's like, I can't believe that they let it get to him. That's the thing, too. Like, I'm surprised they let it get to him so bad. But, like...
I don't know if this question was asked, but what do you think about our host for season 5?
I think Bam was great. I think I will say, I think Bam needed a little more he needed to get let known that he could fuck with people as heavy as he could. Like, I think he needed that, like, door open for him. I feel like I don't know personally, but if they had told him, like, go jackass mode on them for real, like, I feel like that would have been perfect because that's a part of it. That's such a part of it. Because like I said, I threw my piss and vomit on somebody. Like, I know that that's a part of it.
I was talking to Head
but tarred and feathered me.
Yes,
that was like jackass mode, sort of.
That's like, but he'd do it to you because you're his friend. Like, and he knew he could. And like, I wish that they would have told him like, you can fuck with them as heavy as you want. This is a part of the show. Like, a part of the show is he can fuck with them, and it's not going to be taken personally. Because it's a part of the show. Like, that's how it is.
Head, I know that we had like a phone call conversation. Can I say what you told me about like his comfortability with you on the show specifically? Yeah. So.
Yeah, that was just my opinion, but yeah, go ahead.
I mean, unless you want to tell him.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But what we were talking about was like when Head was on the show. That's when I thought that Bam was the most jackassian.
Yep. Like you could see that he was getting more loose with it.
Like loose, right? And like even like the tar and feather stuff, I was like, dude, it's gonna get crazy in here.
Yes.
And so me and Head were talking that we thought that maybe he was like more comfortable having his friend on the show, and because once Head left, that kind of went away. I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I could definitely see that. I think also like when he brought his parents in, I was like hoping
I love that.
I was hoping somebody would like come up to Phil and like tap him up a little bit. I was hoping somebody would.
It was just like a wholesome, it was just a wholesome chili lunch.
I was just hoping Bam would or something, like somebody, but I was streaming at the time, so I didn't catch it fully live, so I don't know exactly like how all that played out when they were there. But I was waiting. I heard Phil and April were there, and I was like, "Oh, is somebody gonna tap up Phil? Is somebody gonna tap him up?" Like,
I'll say, like, not knowing what the show was, now I totally understand like why fans might be upset about season 5. I get it now.
Yeah.
But not knowing and being on the show and then waking up to like Steel Panther or April and Phil coming on the show, I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah, as a Bam fan, I bet it was like, holy shit! Wow.
Like, I personally just thought it was cool, but from the audience standpoint, I'm sure they thought it was cool too. But it wasn't like, this isn't Fishtank.
Yeah, for sure. Like it was definitely, and like with everything was changed from the way that the past seasons were. The past seasons as well, they owned the houses that they were in, so free reign. Destroy everything. Like you could destroy the whole. I mean, at one point, a member of production went up there with a sledgehammer and just took out a whole wall. Like
whoa.
just because they could.
Yeah,
like
we had like we definitely had rules. We could break the wall, but we couldn't go through the next wall. I remember that was one because I was hitting it with a chair or something, and then no water. If there was like water at all, like they would come up and just stop anything that was happening. Yeah.
At one point too, like I will say there was a time, even in season 2, even though they owned the house, TJ and I were throwing like 5-gallon or like the Lowe's buckets of water we had from like a challenge prior to that day. I was trying to throw it on him, and like we were throwing just a huge bucket of water on each other to the point where they did come in and tell us to stop.
Yeah.
But like But that was on like day 41.
And the chat's reminding me like we couldn't mess with the hardwood floors.
Yeah.
The walls in the bar room were like wood walls. We couldn't really mess with those. They were pretty protective about the bar. So there, like we definitely had rules. So it's funny to watch like old, season 1 and season 2 and be like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean,
we just let it go.
But I do know that because of what happened on season 4, Jet told me like his goal was to make sure that season 5 finished. So I wonder if he just kind of tamed it, reeled it in a little bit, just to have the finish.
Yes.
And then maybe season 6 will go kind of back to.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I also understand that they were renting the house that y'all were in, so.
I met the homeowner. He was cool. Like he actually he didn't. Yeah.
Like I understand he like went on like on camera and was like my house, but like
that wasn't real.
Yeah, I figured. Like, it was just clip farming. Because I was like, there's no way this dude let them like rent his house for this show, and he just didn't look into what it was, or even like there was no way he didn't know. But like, I hope that they're able to bring back that energy that was there those prior seasons. That's like those things are. I mean, I will also say a lot of times, like in season 5, there was a lot of just liquid throwing as it was. A lot more than other seasons for some reason.
In season 5 there was? They said season 5 too, like we fought more than other seasons.
Yeah, it was a lot more like upfront throwing something at each other fighting than the other seasons. Like the other seasons it was more like unspoken tension. That was like TJ and I had a lot of tension, but never until the very last day I was like, fuck it, I'm throwing something on him. Like finally I'm gonna throw something on him because I'm sick of it.
Chat said
these other episodes, was there a lot of downtime during the day? Because a lot of people when I came home, like they're saying it's boring during the day. There's nothing going on. Only at night it got really crazy on season 5.
So I have the same question. Like was Sam, because I know Sam brought a lot of energy.
Yes.
And he was very like hands-on too. So he like at least from the edits that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Was he also there during the downtime? Like was he the same guy during downtime?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were times even like he would just like be sitting up there with us like hanging out at times. But it was still that like looming figure that everybody knew to not fuck with. That like everybody would just be chilling, but we would still have him there. There were times too like we would be doing workouts. We would be doing, it was just like people constantly want everybody fighting all the time. Everybody they want everybody to be fight. They want a prison fight 24/7.
Yeah.
And that's just like not.
You would burn yourself out.
Exactly. And like you were in there to know like that's not possible, because it's like, what am I gonna do? Fabricate? Because at least for me, being in there, I wanted to be as real as possible. I was not gonna fabricate and come up with this whole like fake storyline with myself and all this. That I wanted to be as real as possible. That if I had a problem with somebody, I'm gonna have a problem with somebody. I'm not gonna make up a fake problem to have with them and like just go throw shit in their face for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, because what's the point of that? That does nothing but hurt my rapport with everybody. Like, if I have a problem with them, it'll be a problem. But you know, everybody wants prison fighting all the time. But I will say, like, I understand that production probably did sleep in until like 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
They weren't even there.
Oh, okay. Well, there's that.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, stuff would go on, and Laura would be like, "No one's down there. James, you're in charge." And I'm like, "That's crazy."
Yeah, that's not okay. That was much different than other seasons, because in the other seasons they were sleeping down there.
I'm sure they slept there most of the time, but I don't know what happened. Just a few different mornings. I guess nobody was there. Yeah, I don't know where they went. I have no clue.
There were times too, like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, Mousepad said Jet claimed recently that he thinks fixing the cost of season 5 home will be around $20K plus, and him preventing y'all saved the cost in the end. It's like preventing us from like ruining the wood. I'm not sure, but
yeah, I did ask him. He said that on his stream.
Had to be more than 20,000 to fix that house at the end.
I don't know. Maybe. We didn't do that much damage.
Yeah, compared to other seasons. Because I did, when I saw him saying that on his stream, I was in the chat and I said, how much was season 2? How much does season 2 cost? And he was like, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to say. Like, I don't even want to say. Because I can't imagine. I mean, I feel bad that, you know, I played part in it, but that's a part of the show. Like,
yeah, that's your show. This is what you guys want.
Yeah, like, you want us to destroy everything, we'll destroy everything. But I will say, like, during season 2, there were times where it was mainly me and Shinji. If we stayed or if we slept past noon, they'd wake us up with a jalapeno and we'd have to eat a jalapeno, like, just right then. Like, we had to. That was like our punishment for sleeping until noon.
See, that's crazy. Like, I woke up early, like, every day.
Yeah.
And everybody else was asleep, but they let them sleep because they had to sleep.
Yeah, and
even
so
the finale with me and the twins, they said we're gonna because we did one day and then they took a break for us to go to bed, and then we're gonna wake up into the next day. But they said we can come in at any time, wake you up, and we're gonna start over. And I was like, all right, cool. I still woke up before them. Like, sat there, had my energy drink, just waiting for them to come in.
Yeah, that's not cool.
While the twins are asleep. Cool. So I wonder how much like Sam Hyde has to do with like waking up production.
It's funny because like it is funny to think like when during season 2, those walls were pretty thin, and as you could hear Sam drive up. Like we'd be able to know when Sam's here because you'd hear his car pulling up or whatever he was driving pulling up because it was loud.
You don't know what he.
And so like he wouldn't be there until like later in the day sometimes. Like he wasn't there all day. Like Jet and them were downstairs in the basement sleeping, and I don't know what it is that, you know, they did have a couple more people during season 2 compared to now.
Yeah.
I think it was the Supra. But we were able to hear him pull up. So it wasn't entirely Sam being the one in that sense.
Gotcha.
I think it was just kind of like what you said that Jet told you himself. Well, he said it publicly too. He just wanted to finish the season. And so I think they were just cruising through it as much as they could, given, you know, they weren't trying to go as hard as they had in the past. But to have them like tell you that you're like the dude in charge is not, from a contestant standpoint, that'd piss me off. I'd be like, no.
I actually I was like, I'm honored, thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
it's only after the fact that I'm like, that was that. Yeah, I should have been more upset about that. I think.
Yeah, like that's not my job. But I mean, I get it though.
So, chat has some questions. One was, who is your favorite season 5 contestant? And maybe your least favorite too. Let's do both.
Oh man. Whoa.
And you don't have to say me. Like, you be honest.
I was gonna say the twins were my favorite, just because like out of every, since I was in such an early season, I've seen a lot of people come and go since I've been on. That the twins I could relate to the most, and I was like, I get it, because they went on there with the, their art is their goal, their art is their passion. That's what they want to share with everybody, and that was the same thing I had with my crochet, and still do. I could relate to the twins the most. I had a lot of faith in them, and I could see them like slowly coming out of their shells a lot more as time progressed, and it was a nice thing to see. Least favorite, that's tough, because there were so many people that left so early that it's a hard say, because there were so many people that quit early on that I can't really, because there were 5 of y'all for a good bit, and like who are the other 5? Bezo, Charity, Vicky. I feel like I'm forgetting 2 more. I'm thinking about Emma being the top 5 with y'all. Yeah, is my thing. Who are the others?
JD.
Oh God,
Anissa.
Fuck JD. Yeah, how did I forget JD? Yeah, I didn't like him. I just forgot about him because he was just so annoying.
What'd you say?
Vicky'd be my least favorite.
Vicky was his least favorite.
She just seemed like too much with like a zombie.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It was entertaining to see her like freak out, to be honest, as from an entertainment standpoint. But like anytime JD entered the room, I was like, oh my God, dude,
dang,
like,
why?
Shut the fuck up, because he would just have like the most like passive-aggressive bitchy thing to say at times, and it's just like, dude, get out of here, like you're so gay, like, and you're so gay, like he was so gay.
Oh my gosh, he was on my stream, he told me that wasn't even his girlfriend.
That's such a lie.
He said no, he said
bringing up another dude like he's in an open relationship.
That was his boyfriend's sister.
He said that because of all the JD gay TTSs. That's
such a crock of shit. And like he also like at one point too, like early on, before the gay stuff really started before he really started getting called gay, I remember him saying like, I was gay because my parents put me in theater, like as if he was actually gay for a time in his life. But
did he say that?
Like, yeah, I swear he said that. And like, at least I thought he did. And so like, and also when him and his girlfriend were talking and she was on the bot, she like mentioned another dude and was like, so and so says hi, like as if it was like,
whoa, yeah, I didn't know that.
I don't know though, like it seemed like it at least, and so it was like, huh? Like that's just,
yeah, I mean he did, yeah, I remember, yeah, he did say that. He said he slept with like over 50 women.
That's a crock of shit. That's a crock of shit. I can't see it.
Oh man,
I don't believe you. I don't. He has that California ego, and it was very annoying to witness.
Dang. Okay. Maybe your favorite freeloader. You could say head, or you don't have to say head.
I'm trying to think of all the freeloaders because y'all threw out a lot. Y'all threw a lot of them out.
If you say diamond.
Oh my God. That was just entertaining to me. But...
that was crazy 15 minutes.
Yeah. Or it was actually like 20, like literally it was like 20 minutes.
Yes.
Like that's so crazy that she left so quick. I will say, like, she was bringing the Bad Girls Club vibe, and it was pretty funny to see that intertwine happening. But jeez. Blaine was pretty good. Blaine was pretty good with him like just screaming about like, I will fucking baby.
He lost his mind.
Yeah, when he was screaming at Susie, I was like crying, laughing.
And he was like on his knees, like they were the same height, eye level, like.
That was so good. I'm trying to think, like, he blended in with y'all the best for sure. Like in terms of freeloading.
He looked like a midget.
What'd you say?
He looked like a midget on his knees too. It was
oh my gosh. Yeah,
and he did have that. He's got that jockey build from Left 4 Dead. Like he's got a build to him too.
The Tourette's.
He's a character.
I was like, dude, you work out? He's like, no, it's the Tourette's because he has to like he flexes.
He's tense.
Yeah, he's tense.
Ugh. Like I can't imagine. He was pretty good. I'm trying to think, like, in terms of like what I see as a freeloader though. It is well, it's kind of tough for me to say.
Well, so
like,
Dunye was there.
Yeah, Dunye was there. He wasn't as like stirring the pot as much as he was in season 2, though, in my opinion. Like obviously, because he knew what the show was. He did way too much of He talked about season 2 way too much, in my opinion. They needed to meta tax him or something. Like, tell him to stop.
Stop.
Season 2, because like I get it. You know, in my season, this, and this, but this is a different season. Like you gotta get that. Like they brought you here. You're in the house. How are you?
I thought he fought with Bert quite a bit, but like the whole thing was about stuff that they're talking about season 3 and season 2, and I was like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, like I'm the best gay black African. Like, okay. Like
all right.
But, oh man, and Alex B was there too. Oh my god, Alex B was fucking hilarious. I'm sure you probably heard like him get a letter from me, and then he'd be like, Tayleigh, you take a blanket. Like,
did you send him one? Because he's in season 3.
Yeah. Okay. So
I would have killed out.
Yeah.
If I could get there.
I'm not the biggest fan.
Me neither. I'm sorry, but it's.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. But like to me, it's just so I know if I tell him to take a blinker, he's gonna be like, oh my god, like he's gonna freak out.
What does that mean?
I've never met him personally. Like I've never actually met him in person, so you know that's hard for me to say. But like I haven't been in a room with him to fully get the picture. But oh man.
Yeah, he came in.
Like I will say, like, Head really did bring a good vibe in terms of like y'all both said, like Bam started loosening up. Like it felt like a turn, a good direction. Yeah. It felt like the turn in a good direction because of the fact that Bam was starting to loosen up. That like I was like, oh shit, you know, like things are getting crazy. And then like the jacuzzi shit happened and like that was crazy. Like the shit with Vanessa, that was good. Like that was really good, and it was, you know, I thought that was real. I was like, oh my god, he took a shit. I was like, holy shit, he took a shit. Like there is straight up poop on the floor. Like oh my god, and like Ben was like gagging at it, and I don't know if that was like, you know, I don't know if there was a smell to it because we don't have smell-o-vision, but like. You know, I was like, oh my god, it's real.
I thought it was real actually for a minute.
Yeah.
Games and we all knew it was fake, but a lot of people, the cameraman thought it was real. What's his name?
Yeah.
Adam, I think was that one.
Yeah, I think it was Adam at the time. Yeah, that like the way that was played off was smooth too. Like it was a good like I had to watch it back like 10 times and I was like, oh,
that smooth,
Mr. Smooth.
Like I was like, oh my god,
play Mr. Smooth. Ain't that crazy? Paid him $5. Yo,
I don't remember you paying me anything.
You probably robbed you. Yeah, you're right. Starving artist.
Yeah. Paid an experience. Thanks, man.
And there were things too. Like I wish. Oh man, sorry. Freeloader question though. Golly, it's so hard to say because there were so many freeloaders and they were bringing people back. I'm trying to not say somebody who's already been on the show though. That like.
So. What do you think about Laura?
Oh God, yeah, duh. How did I forget about Laura? There are just so many of them that I'm like, oh yeah. Laura was good. I loved how she was pressing JD. One thing I wasn't too happy about though was the fact that like they were trying to get her to be more universally hating all y'all. You know, they were trying to get her to be the one to stir the pot amongst everybody, but she was only targeting Bashir. Like certain things like that, I was kind of like, man, like I wish she wouldn't just target Bashir. I wish she'd kind of go for everybody if she's gonna do it. Like the thing with JD was good because I mean he brought it upon himself. I mean, he was like cowering to her, and then him like completely denying what the whole like lap dance kiss.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Dude, that was like plain as day. Dude was bricked up and like grabbed her and kissed her and slapped her ass. And then he was like, that never happened.
Yeah, I do that.
But you slept with 50 girls? Come on,
Oh my
dude.
god.
Like, if you slept with 50 girls, why aren't you owning up to that? I mean, jeez.
For his girlfriend.
Yeah. And like, I mean, dude, Laura had him quaking. That was so good. Like I loved how she had him freaked out. There were times where I felt like she needed to be reeled in for sure though. Like she needed to get reeled in. Like she needed someone to level her out of like, you gotta chill.
Production actually talked to me and they were like, James, she's your ally. Make sure, because they wanted her on the show.
Yeah.
They thought she was great, but they were like, make sure that she stays. And I was like, okay, yeah, I got you. And so like I told her a few times, I was like, hey, I want you to go crazy. Like I love it, go nuts, but keep like a cap on it, because because production told me.
Yeah, and also like there's also the fact that Laura is buddies with my friend Jimmy. You know, Laura's buddies with Jimmy. Jimmy got her on, so I try not to think about Laura with that because I know Jimmy got her in there, that it's kind of I don't want to say that as a bias too, but she did good for a freeloader in terms of stirring the pot. She probably is the top freeloader in that sense for sure. Like she was definitely the most chaotic of freeloaders on the show. I mean, if you're not counting Frank or somebody like Airsoft Fatty, because they're just staples of the show.
But like for season 5.
Yeah. She was and also because of the fact that like y'all were all very friendly with each other, that she came in there bringing that, a big divide between everybody of like, what's going on? Like, why is she, she's freaking all y'all out, like fucking pissing all y'all off and going after one. I mean, that's the one gripe that I have with her, is that she needed to not, other than JD, because the time she got brought in was a very good time. Because at that point, JD was already cashing out, that she was just honing in on it. But like for her to only single in on Bashir was kind of annoying.
Well, I think my opinion of that is because we were allies.
Yeah.
And I think she knew that he, like me and him, were gonna have a thing.
That's true. That's
true. And I think she targeted him just because she was an ally to me.
Yeah.
So I guess
like, it just wasn't so clear at the time when she first started doing it, I guess, of like that she was clearly your ally. Like when she first started really going after Bashir, like to begin with, it was a little like y'all were still all cool with each other.
Yeah, no, when she first came in, we all were like, dude, she's a crazy person.
Yeah. Yeah, like even when I was watching, I was like, this bitch is crazy.
She's a crazy person. But that's the thing, is I told Bashir, I was like, dude, be chill, because she does not care. Literally, like for the room wars when we were up in the jungle.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, she doesn't care about her clothes, the way she smells. She literally like took a bath in our vomit. I'm like, if you don't watch yourself, she's going to target you. And he just didn't listen.
Yeah.
And then she did, and I was like, and then somebody told me that she took a shot glass, scooped out some of my vomit, and like shot it. I had no idea. That's so.
Yeah, that was after the whole JD thing too. Like when all that happened.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, oh, and she did get a little too drunk at times too. That I would have to say, but like, she was pretty crazy. She did pretty good for a freeloader for sure.
You think they'll bring her on again? Because the TTS kept saying like, there's a poll and you're gonna get voted off and nobody likes you. But I was like, I think you're doing great.
It's kind of like, there are times, like for example, Dunye, even though he was a part of season 2 for as long as he was, and he was stirring the pot in the way that he was, they took him out at a good time, in my opinion. Like by the time the show ended, it was just like Oliver, and that was because Oliver just sat there and did nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
Oliver
he was asleep.
hung out.
He was trying to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he was sleeping the whole time. He was just the guy on the couch. That, like, he didn't really do much. So he was just kind of there in the background. That they kept him, and Greg, but they brought Greg in so late. Like, that's what I mean. Kind of like they brought Laura in early on, and they let her stay the whole time.
She's still there.
Yeah. And by the time it ended, I think it's also because she lives so close. That's
true. That's true.
That is a big part of it. But
she texted me. She's like, I'm basically the mom of this house.
She's
like cleaning it. She's cleaning everything.
Food. She's got her dog there. Like, hell yeah, you got a nice house to yourself now. Like, you're just helping everybody out. You got something to do. That's better. Because she was like, before she went on, they were like showing her audition, and she said she was a professional stay-at-home daughter.
Yeah.
So, like,
no, she's real proud of that.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I get it. You know, if you can make money on your own at home, do it. That's what I do.
No, I really appreciated her. I even told Bashir, because Bashir was like, I didn't like Laura, and that's why I targeted you, because you were teamed up with Laura. And I was like, dude, I think you would be happy to have Laura.
Yeah.
She's a great ally. He's like, you're right. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Like, I personally, I think it's funny. I'm surprised she hasn't gotten in touch with me yet. But, like, I know that we have the mutual friend of Jimmy. And she's, like, a part of this project that Jimmy's a part of right now. Yeah, she was good for a freeloader for sure.
I wish I asked Jimmy about their relationship, because I didn't when he was on the stream. We had a few other people on, and he was, like, in a factory, so there's a lot of...
Yeah, he was in the boiler.
Yeah.
He was in the boiler room. So I think from what I am aware of, there is a documentary coming out about Jimmy.
Yeah.
Here pretty soon.
I talked to the guy that made it.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And he sent me a link to like watch I think it's a trailer or something that they made.
Yeah, there's a trailer out. The guy that is making it, he knows Laura because he like met her through like a Discord server, and he became aware of her and was like, "Oh, you would get along well with Jimmy." And like she kind of just got brought into the mix of the stuff with Jimmy and everything. I'm not fully aware of how deep it goes. Like, I think they're just mutual friends and everything. I don't think they've hung out or anything like that.
That's what I've heard. That they're just more of like close acquaintances.
Yeah, and more so like Ricky Do, the guy that's making the film for Jimmy, is more friends with her than Jimmy even is.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's cool.
But Jimmy was jetting them the heads up on her for sure because they knew that she was capable.
No, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so curious. Do you have what would be if you could pick one thing? Because that's the thing is like watching season 1, season 2. There's so many things I liked about those seasons. One was the sharks. I loved.
Yeah.
I loved the bell.
Mm-hmm.
The doghouse seemed like it would be nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my 3 favorite things. What do you wish was brought on season 5 that wasn't there? That was like a staple of the show.
There were.
Sam Hyde is also like.
Yeah. Obviously, Sam was a big thing. But going into it, like I understood that it wasn't going to be in the same place that it's always at. And so I kind of understood that he probably wouldn't be there. Pretty much everybody understood that he wasn't going to be a part of it before it even happened.
Well, because they announced Bam early, and I didn't even know that.
They announced Bam like the day or two before.
Oh, wow, okay.
Like pretty shortly before they announced that Bam would be the host. I definitely think, like, for example, they had the arena set up the way they did for y'all. That like all that workout stuff and everything. I thought y'all were gonna be doing workouts just like us. I was like, hell yeah, nice.
I was trying.
Workouts.
I was trying, and then it became a Room Wars thing, and then it was like barricade material.
Yeah, and it just fell apart. Well, and also because, like, for example, like things like how Sam, I mean, it's cut out of the episodes, but Sam would be in there lifting weights throughout the day while we were live during season 2. He'd be in there lifting weights himself with his trainer. And like that would get to the point where like TJ and I would hop in and start lifting weights too, or they'd have TJ and I'd hop in and do weights because we'd be doing boxing and stuff.
Would he be like the character Sam Hyde on the show, or was he like a normal guy during that time? Like was he just trying to get a workout in, or was he the judge?
Every time he was upstairs, he was in the yellow suit. He never went up there, or he only went up there one time, not in the suit, and that was so when TJ rang the bell on me and I asked him to box. So
that was sick, by the way.
When TJ, oh, thank you.
Yeah, you killed it. I thought you killed that.
I have the full like 7 minutes of it. They cut that down pretty much. But when that happened, TJ rang the bell on me, and Sam ran upstairs in his regular clothes and like pulled me up into the attic, into the initiative group room. That's the only time I got pulled into that room.
Because he gave you pointers, right?
He told me, he was like, "Do you want to box, TJ?" Like he asked me if I wanted to do it before it happened. That's why I went down there and was like, "You want to box?" Like, I'll box you right now, because if he thinks that I can do it, I'll do it. And so he asked me if I wanted to do it, and I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then he did, and then he gave me some pointers, and then he ran back downstairs and got the fit on, and then came back up, and we were about to box. But I think like certain things, like the karate was really good during season 2. I think that was a lot of fun.
That's really funny.
I didn't expose it before going on to the show, but I was like a collegiate level athlete going into season 2. Yeah, I played softball from the time I was 9 years old until I was 18. And that was like every weekend I was traveling around the state, out of the state, to play softball to try to go to college for it. I didn't get into college with it, but I was on the level of a collegiate athlete, and I didn't expose that until we started doing athletic things, and they could see that. That's why the finale was the way that it was, because they knew that I was athletic. Like, they knew at that point, they knew very well that I was athletic. So like certain things like the karate was fun. Like, I think that would have been cool for everybody to do, at least, because it gives that taste of like it's a physical show a little bit too. Like, not only is it mental, it's physical too. And like because like as rough as it was, like the things that they were doing, like with Summer having to work out the way she was and everything, like that's kind of like they were saying that was going to happen before the show even happened. Like they were planning on it being a physical thing too.
Summer was wild to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her eyes were saucers pretty much the whole time. Like, it looked like she was zonked on acid the whole time. But she was on Zoloft or whatever. Like, she was geeked out. And I was cool. I was cool with her. I really was trying to see the bright side of her. And then at one point, like, after she got, like, messed with, I was, like, the only person that she was willing to, like, come to and be like, can you help me? And at one point, everybody, and this was before when Brian ended up screaming in her face. So prior to that, pretty much like half of us were upstairs and the other half of us were downstairs. Or I think maybe most of them were upstairs and like a couple of us were downstairs. I went upstairs just to see what was going on, or, went up there to grab something. Didn't even think about it. And I came back down and Summer came up to me like, "Were they talking shit about me?" Like, freaking out, like thought they were talking shit about her. And I was like, "No, not at all. Like, they weren't even thinking about you." And then and she started to not trust me. So I was like, okay, like, I've been nothing but nice to you, so I'm kind of, it's a competition and I'm starting to fizzle out with you because you're destroying yourself. And after she got the whole workout thing too, even after she came up freaking out to me, I still came up to her after that and was like, "Man, are you okay? Like, do you need something?" And she just was sitting there staring up at the ceiling, catatonic. And I was like, "All right, yeah, I think I'm done vouching to I think I'm gonna step out. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sit and try to help her out too much anymore, because it's a competition and I can't have this baggage." And then she alleged all this crap after the fact that was just absurd. That was just,
oh, shoot. Somebody said the voicemails.
Yeah, she sent Jet probably 50 voicemails, and because they took her to like a psych ward after.
For real?
Yes, because she was like that geeked out.
Whoa.
And
Whoa.
yeah, and after the fact.
Whoa, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I get
not
it.
funny,
I
man.
get it. Like, when Alex Stein came in, he was saying she was in a psych ward, and we were like, yeah, right. And he was like, no, I'm serious. We were like, oh, like I could see it, you know, like, we could see it at that point. And like when she was there, she was literally telling Jet, like, if you don't let me back on as a freeloader, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, and like she was like pulling some like 13-year-old girl behavior of like, I'm gonna kill myself if I don't get on the show. And it's like, why did you sign up for it?
That's crazy.
Yeah, like it, like just being absurd and leaving voicemails saying like just accusing them of things that aren't true. Like she like alleges that they like gang raped her and all this when that is not at all true. And that's where the Vance wept joke came from.
So that's what they're asking. They said, ask her why Vance wept.
Yeah, it was like she was saying that they gang raped her and Vance was in the corner crying while it happened. Like, and so that's where the Vance wept thing came from and all that.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, like this bitch was crazy. And like and so like after season 2 ended, Jet told us like, do not talk to Summer.
Do not talk to her.
Yeah, we don't plan on it. Like all of us at that point were like, yeah, we don't plan to.
I'll say I got a warning. Like almost when I first started streaming, they were like, "Oh, it's cool that you have people on. Don't talk to Summer." And I was like, "Who is that?"
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I was like, "Why?" But
yeah.
I mean,
there you go.
I'm kind of a problem kid, so I'm like, I kind of want to talk to her. Yeah.
Because that's how I was. I was like, why did
Summer, where are you?
Someone says don't do something. I'm like, I kind of want to do that thing.
Yeah, right? But yeah, no, she's like, she's very like Tumblr girl. She has that mentality towards Fishtank, or she did going into it at least. Of like, it's gonna be sunshine and rainbows, and like I get to see Sam Hyde, and like thinking like fangirling over Sam Hyde, like having this like, you know, kind of like how like, you know, people were fainting over Michael Jackson back then. Like people saw Michael Jackson.
That's
like,
Summer's Michael Jackson. That's so funny. That's Summer's Michael Jackson.
Yeah, like that was how she was acting about it. Like that's why when she like she threw up when Sam like told her to go get something. That's why she threw up. Was because she was like in love with Sam. Like,
oh my gosh.
And like fucking just couldn't contain it. Like, yeah, I'm a fan too, but damn. Like,
yeah, but chill.
Like, I get it, but good Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you know, like I said, I haven't talked to her since then.
Is she alive?
Yeah,
Okay,
but she's like still kind of griping at the Fishtank stuff. It seems, in some capacity.
I gotta find her. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I got to. I gotta find.
But
no.
like she's definitely not all there. At one point too, I don't know if it's in the episodes, but it's when Sam was like sitting and telling this story about like his uncle hitting him in the head and left the scar on his head. And it was one of the early episodes. Summer was sitting right next to her.
She was locked in.
Like, he turned and looked at her and was like, I'm staring at 2 fucking saucers right now.
No, she was locked. She was locked in.
Yeah. She was like just obsessed with it. And it was, and like, for example, too, like at one point it was when she was in the doghouse, she like looked at Vance and was like, I wish you could talk to me. Or like, I wish I could talk to you. And it was just like, girl, what? Like, you're on a show for money. Why do you care if you can talk to them or not? Like, they're your enemy right now.
You know what? Like, you miss all the shots you don't take.
Yeah, right?
She's
yeah, she tried.
She's shooting her shot.
In a very BPD way.
Summer Hyde.
Yeah. No, that's the thing, too. She started acting like him when she wore his clothes and was like going around the house like fucking with people. She was calling herself Samantha Hyde.
Oh My.
Yeah.
Was that, did production put on that, or she just wanted to do it?
No. Sam washed his clothes in the washer and dryer upstairs, and she got them out of the dryer. And then what's so funny was, like, after she did all that, she came up to me and was like, I'm scared Judge is going to be mad at me for messing up his clothes. And so I was like, okay. So I, like, took him and, like, put him on a hanger and hung him down by the door. And, like, I think I waited for him to come up, and I was like, hey, your clothes are down there on the hanger. Like, get them away from her. Like, get them out of here. She's going to freak the fuck out if you keep them up here. Like,
Samantha Goldstriker, they said.
Or yeah, I'm sorry, Samantha Goldstriker. But yeah, like, everybody knew what she meant. Like, everybody knew what she meant when she was doing that.
Mrs. Summerhide.
Like,
it's got a nice ring to it.
It was absurd. Like, why was she, like, I don't get why she was doing that. And then, like, yeah, there was just a lot of stuff that, like, we didn't see behind the scenes. Obviously, like, she went and locked herself in the room and, like, immediately started messing with her pills. Like, we didn't see that. But she was messing with her pill bottle so she could put her chips
Yeah. I mean, in the edit, that was suspicious.
Yeah, and, like, that was the thing, too. Like, we all knew she was barricading herself in the room, so we were kind of like, girl, it's day 3. Like, what are you doing that for?
She's whispering. They're like, you have to tell them what you said.
Yeah.
You can't whisper.
And she was freaking out about, I mean, I also get it was because of the whole, like, infiltrator thing. But, like, by the time that it was revealed, I got the gist that we were all fans except for JC. And the thing is, too, when they told us the, like, enemy spy thing, they told that to each and every one of us. But they cut mine out because when Sam said that to me, I immediately was like, it's JC, isn't it? And, like, nobody got the $1,000, but I guessed it right off the bat. I was like, it's JC, isn't it? She's the enemy spy. Because I also I understood the humor that, of course, the girl who's from Taiwan, and this time with China being the way that it is
in the 70s,
and like she's gonna be the enemy spy, like, of course, like, and she wouldn't say whether or not she sided with one or the other. And we were just like, yeah. And she was like from Portland, Oregon, like the most liberal place, like the most out of place person, and it was so apparent that, you know, they didn't ever say who got the money for the enemy spy. It was just to fuck with us at that point. But there was a lot of weird stuff behind the scenes that happened.
I love to hear it. I really do. I love it. Chat is asking me what you thought of the season 5 finale, Goo Wrestling.
Okay. I will say,
buckle up.
It's one of those things, like, I could clearly see you were holding back.
Yeah.
I hate that they put you in that situation, because that pissed a lot of people off. It pissed me off watching it, to be honest, because I was sitting there like, oh no, like, what the fuck? Like, that, I get that wasn't on you. That was on them. And, like, they clearly were planning on you and Bashir.
Yeah.
But Diane from Family Guy pulled through for the twins.
Yeah.
So, you know, I could clearly see that they were planning for you and Bashir. That watching that live, I was like, dude, this is fucked up. This is horrible. Like, and like I said, I could clearly see you were holding back. That you were not proud of what you had to do in that moment. Like, that was fucked.
No, that was not fun. Like, all the challenges, like, for 2 days straight, that was the one.
That was the worst. Yeah. Like, that was worse than shitting your own pants.
I would rather do that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and so that was a very, very tough watch, and that really pissed me off on production. Like, I was like, why did they, of all this, like, planning that they did, they didn't plan for they didn't have a contingency plan if it was you and the twins, or Bashir and the twins, or the twins at all. Like, them not having a contingency plan, but then acting like they were planning and having this whole, like, laid out thing did not sit right with me. And that was not, like, for example, you know, I get that people will try to say, or they did try to say right after, and y'all probably didn't see it at all, and you definitely probably didn't, because
I didn't see anything.
People were trying to compare that to TJ and I, but like I said, it was clear that I was a collegiate level athlete.
And you also asked to box him.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said too, Sam asked me to box, and I had faith that he had faith in me. You know, like he could see that I could do it. That he wouldn't have just said that to anybody. Like he wouldn't have told Trish to box TJ. He would not have done that. And also, they did cut out Trish and the OnlyFans girl that they brought in during season 2. They boxed too, but they cut it out. Don't know why, but they cut that out too. I don't get why. Like Trish didn't do bad. But like it was apparent at that point when I boxed TJ that I was capable. But like
I thought you held your own.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. No, you did great.
Up to that point with the twins, like they didn't have to do any kind of like physical challenge,
right?
Like that, you know, to where it was like, you know, it's crazy that they put the twins against you like that, and such a like for them to clearly be like, we're not saying that it was rigged for you, but that one challenge definitely was a moment of, come on, like
well, I think they always had the wrestling. That was going to be the last thing.
And that's kind of like I had the thought. No,
what they told me was, and I don't know.
Yeah.
What they told me is they had the challenge, like it was 18-18, so we were even, and they were like, and that was always going to be the last one. So there was a scenario where I was ahead and winning, and then that challenge meant nothing, and I could have lost and still won the whole thing.
Yeah.
Now I don't know, because they had a whole book of challenges. I'm sure that they could have added stuff to make it so it wasn't a tie. And then I did give up 2 points, just because I wasn't gonna kiss anybody, and I wasn't gonna be like, you know, I kind of like phoned in the racist one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see now. I was trying to think, like, when did I get that now? There were like, you know, I had this thought, especially right after how implemented the goo was with all of y'all, like how y'all had to basically like sit and make all of this goo.
See, and even while we're doing that, I was like, this is gonna have something to do with this. And I told, like, I remember I told Bashir, I was like, I bet it's goo wrestling, and if it's not goo wrestling, it's gonna be some kind of like run around the house, and then you have to find something in the goo. Like maybe they would put because we found all those keys.
Yeah.
Maybe they take a key and they put it in there, and you have to dig through and find the key. But it was like, it was the wrestling one.
Yeah. See, when I watched it live, and then after the fact, I said this on my stream right after, because I streamed like the day after it ended. So everybody was asking me about it, and I had this thought that I spit out loud to everybody, like they could have had y'all like try to make as much goo as you can in this amount of time from memory or something, like some kind of like production of it real quick, like see who could make the closest real goo from memory and how many you could make in one, you know. And I get that that's like a lengthy thing, but like for a finale,
you could sell it to make money.
That's what they thought. But I knew that wasn't it. I was like, this isn't that interesting to watch people make goo.
Yeah.
To bottle it and sell it. Yeah. Like I didn't buy that.
Yeah. And I get that. Like it was just certain things that they could have had a contingency plan that involved the goo in some capacity. You know, of like you said, going around the house and like finding goo or something. Like
yeah, like you run, do something, come back, you have to find a key and dig through the goo to find it, and then go back and do something else and come back, and like that's kind of like, oh, I bet it's either wrestling, which is I thought was the clear option, or it was this other thing.
And it's one of those that like it should have been, because like I said, how in the past seasons, because Sam was there, things like we do physical things. Because Sam wasn't there in this season, there wasn't as much of that, like, all right, 100 push-ups right now, like that kind of thing. Like we had to do shit like that in the cell. Like we had to do sit-ups, we had to do, you know, jumping jacks, we had to do squat. Like we did a lot of like workouts. The triathlon, I mean, y'all did the triathlon too. That was like the first time y'all did legit workout stuff. But like we were doing workout stuff on day 3.
That's why James is gonna go back hopefully as a host, and I'm gonna win all day.
That's a dream, dude.
Yes, sir.
And actually no, we were doing the karate on like day 2. I mean, like, it was apparent that we were going to be doing physical stuff.
Yeah.
That, like, the only time y'all really did physical stuff was the or even then, like, your team didn't end up getting to the physical stuff, but, like, the twins and Bashir and Blaine, they did have, like, they had to do, like, physical stuff at the end after eating everything. And, you know, that was the only time there was really any kind of, like, physical challenge.
I think all the physicality came from, like, us doing it ourselves. But
yeah,
not like a host.
Each other. It wasn't so much as a challenge, but, like, so to have the wrestling be the final challenge, at least between you and the twins, it felt like they could have done something better than that, and it felt wrong. Like, I've never watched Fishtank and felt the way that I did. I can understand how, you know, I've seen Ben say, like, that was awesome. Like, seeing Mizzy freak out and cry while watching it was fucking awesome. And it's like, man, I get it, like, the shock factor. I get it. But that's not like, I understand Fishtank has a lot of shock factor, but, like, that kind of shock factor was a bit, like, not right, if that makes sense. Like,
when I got my phone, like, when I first got my phone, the text I got from, like, family and stuff because I don't know what it looks like.
Yeah.
While I'm doing it, and they were sending me pictures and stuff, and I was like, this looks so bad.
Yeah.
This looks
like, I could imagine, like, I mean, I was watching it like, oh my god, no, what the fuck? Like, why are they letting this happen? Because there was at one point, like, I know you didn't mean to, but at one point you had Bongo in a hold, and you fell, or, like, y'all fell, and you still had her in a hold, and I was like, oh my god, he's gonna snap her fucking neck.
Bingo was, like, so mad at me, because the thing is, I had to tap him out at the same time.
Yeah.
And so I tried not to do, like, I didn't want to choke them. So I tried to do, like, an arm bar thing, but that wasn't really working. I tried a leg twist thing that really wasn't working. And but like, during the arm bar one, I think she thought I was, like, trying to break her arm. And I would say out loud, like, guys, I'm not going any harder than this.
Yeah.
But it made me feel terrible.
Yeah. Well, and also, like,
I'm like, I don't want to hurt you. I actually don't like this at all.
Yeah, like it was apparent as a viewer, like, you were just getting put in a shitty situation, that you were trying to compete to win, and understandably.
So this says the finale was always going to be a tie. Letty claimed during the show she came up with the finale. They knew what would happen when Bashir got eliminated. Yikes.
Yeah, that seems a little. But like the way that Bert was acting too, like, no, that was horrible. Like, that, the way that they just, like, have completely coddled Bert, it is not cool in my opinion, because, like, that shit with Bert being the only one, like, cheering and, like, literally getting off to you doing that was not okay.
No, and, like, I remember, like, wrestling, and, like, I just, for the most part, just kind of tuned everything out. Like, I was just trying to focus on making sure I was being as,
like, you were trying
controlled
to maneuver in a proper way.
Yeah. And then when I finally started to kind of open up and I could hear stuff, I could hear him say, like, I think he said, yeah, like, choke the girls, whatever. And, like, I had to stop and tell him to shut up. I was like, I don't like that. I'm doing something I don't like. I also don't want to do it to you cheering for that. Like, that's.
Yeah. Because, like, and we all, I remember you telling him to shut up. Like, that was horrible. That was fucking horrible. And, like,
and the thing is, too, is I didn't want to, like, pander either, like, to the audience or whatever. I didn't want to drag it out because I could. You know, like, win one, lose one, win the third one. Like, there could have been a lot of showmanship there, but I was like, none of that feels right. That all feels like really gross.
I actually thought it would be a twist while you were wrestling them. I thought this guy Frank was going to show up, save the day, do something to you, and like put you out like a choker hold or some shit, and, like, literally make the girls win.
That would have been awesome if they got to pick a champion and then he comes walking through the door.
You know what I mean? Because there's no rules, pretty much. I mean,
yeah, like, that would have been fun. Is if they got to pick a champion and then he walks in and they pick him, and it was like me and him in the go. I would take that 100 times out of 100 instead of wrestling them.
And all of a sudden you're out. So all of a sudden the girls got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, damn, that was a twist, but no.
Yeah.
I gotta drive home.
Dude, my chat wants to see you do donuts. You wanna do that real quick?
Wait, what?
What's up?
It said my chat wants to see you do donuts in the parking lot.
Do a donut. 2018 Camry.
He's got a camera.
I'm a bitch.
Where are you? What parking lot are you in?
I'm doing circles. Park out here. I'm doing circles.
He's doing circles. Tokyo Head.
Tokyo Head. Shit, I better turn my lights on. I'm driving to the house.
One last ride. Hey, can you say one last ride for the chat, dude?
Ready? Listen
Yeah.
to the tires. Whoa, almost fucking hit a pole on my line.
Hey, wait. You gotta say one last ride.
One last ride. Who's going with me? I can't fucking take it anymore because it ain't fucking funny. It's just fucking funny anymore.
So awesome. One last ride. Be careful, man. Don't look at your phone while you're driving. We don't want to have like a horrific thing on this stream, dude.
Yeah, right.
When you hear a fucking crash, just fucking cut it off.
Somebody called you Head Walker.
I'm gonna mute you for a second. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, so funny. Lord, I'm actually like so happy. I'm so happy to meet you. Kind of.
Yeah.
But you are in Texas, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, Landon's coming here.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah. What? I mean, maybe tell me not on stream, like where you are in Texas.
Oh, I mean, if you buy something from me, my PO box, I'm in Palestine.
Okay.
It's like 30 minutes south of Tyler.
Yeah, I know where that is. Cool.
Okay.
That's not. I think.
Not like 2 hours.
Tyler? Hold up. Oh no, Taylor's close.
Yeah. Okay. I have an idea. Well, you're in. Like your PO box is Round Rock, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, it's about 2 hours from here.
Okay. But that's north, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be so fun if you're down, because Landon's like a huge fan of the show. Like I'm sure he knows exactly who you are. I wish he was on. He said
I also can't drive though.
You don't have a license?
I have a license. I just can't. I can drive where I learned to drive. That's about it.
Well, it looks like Head can't drive either.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, once he gets here, like I think it'd be like cool if whoever's here, because I think Ty, is that his name?
Yeah.
He lives in Pflugerville,
yeah.
which is like 10 minutes from me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I know. I mean, Alex B, if he wants to pop in, that's cool. But I know that he's in Houston.
Yeah.
So there's and Dunya's in Dallas.
Yeah.
There's a bunch.
There's a kid from season 4 that's in Dallas too.
There's a bunch of us here. I'd be down to set something up and see like who wants to come.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I would love if Alex B would come. I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Content.
I don't think he's in Texas right now, but I know he's he lives here. But
yeah,
at the moment I don't think he's in Texas.
Even his wife. I bet his wife tries to beat me up.
Yeah, or me. I don't know though. I think she's chill with me actually. I think she sees I'm not like trying to sleep with him or anything. Like,
yeah.
So I don't, I'm not laying in a bed playing with plushies with him for her to walk in on. So I think I'm okay.
Dude. But no, if I could set something up, I think it'd be awesome. Landon will be here, I think, at the end of May. If not a little bit later than that. But I want to set something up like with Landon and I to do like a skydiving thing.
Oh.
I think that'd be so awesome. But maybe whoever wants to go skydiving can come. And then maybe like a meetup after that. Like for people who don't want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the after the fact. I can't even ride a commercial plane. I'm freaking out.
What'd you say, dude?
I'll video. I ain't jumping out of no fucking plane.
They don't make big enough parachutes.
I don't even want to jump off the fucking curb.
You break your ankles. They said head is skydiving. You have to. No, but I think something like that would be really fun. So anybody who wants to come and do something like crazy, let's do that. And then, and you, like anybody who wants to come and doesn't want to skydive can still like hang out. There's like a drink area at this place I know of.
Cool.
And so you guys can hang out on the ground, and we all land and then go get like food and
yeah, that'd be cool.
Do something.
Yeah, was my phone making noises again?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They said, I mean, they're telling me that you guys have to skydive, but I get it.
No, man, I feel like I'm gonna end up like Peggy Hill. Like I'm gonna end up it's not gonna work.
Face your fears.
Oh no.
I mean, the Groupon is cheaper.
Yeah, it's a couple bucks cheaper if we all do. Hell no, I can't. I'm good. That's one thing. As crazy as the things I've done on Fishtank and everything.
The funniest people I think to skydive is I think Landon actually will take it like a champ. I think he would be afraid. I think we could like visibly see him nervous. But if I can get Alex B to skydive, I don't know if he's ever done it. That's something I would pay to see.
Yeah, for sure. The Alex B skydiving would be great.
I would love that.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
They're asking if they think Bert would do it. I bet he would.
Bit into a sandwich, and there was a fucking toothpick in the motherfucker.
Oh shit!
Forgot to take it out. That hurt.
Don't do that.
I thought it might be safer.
They said strap Alex B and land it together.
The tiger monkey.
Oh my gosh, dude. No, but I 100% am going to set something up. Whoever can come can come. It's going to be probably the summer.
Yeah.
I'll keep you guys posted. And freaking Clayton lives in Dallas. Like there's a bunch of us that live here.
So does Alex Stein too.
Alex Stein does? Can we get him?
Yeah.
Can we get him jumping out of an airplane?
Probably.
They said don't invite Clayton. Hey, Head. They want to see inside your fridge.
Inside my fridge?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. I'm about to eat everything. Now, okay.
Let's take a look.
All
right. Apple juice. Full gallon of milk. A lot of water. A lot of water.
Some eggs.
You got a bunch of eggs.
Yeah, man.
That's a pretty healthy fridge, dude.
Yeah, I don't live here. I just broke in.
I don't live here. You live at the Wawa.
I got apples.
Yeah, man. That's a healthy fridge, dude.
Yeah, it's all Malcolm shit, pretty much. Yeah, I was just eating bacon and French fries.
There you go. Oh, you got a cat?
Yeah, it's Bella.
Oh.
I like seeing y'all's pets. They were saying they loved your cat, Tayleigh.
Cat.
Oh yeah, that's Grayman.
Oh, you got a kitty cat too?
Yeah, I have two of them. They like to pop in and out of my streams, and when I'm on camera, they have to come say hi too.
My dog is upside down. You guys want to see him?
Yes.
Oh.
He's upside down.
Oh.
Literally upside down.
Oh, he knows when he's on camera, dude.
That was how Grayman was for the longest time, and then he warmed up to it.
No, anytime I'm like, he's in like a pose or something, I try to take a picture, he knows, and he'll change it. Like, stop doing that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, since I've started streaming, they've definitely, both my cats have gotten way more photogenic. They're way more like, oh, attention? People like me? Okay.
Too humble. My dog. Well, I really appreciate you guys hopping on. Head, I love you to death. You know that. I'm sorry, like you didn't talk much, but I love seeing you.
Yeah, it was fun having Head on. That was cool.
Tay, it was awesome.
Thank you.
Just call you Tay, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I enjoyed listening to you, learning some new things about other shows.
Thank you.
I know.
It was fun watching it.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, like for real. I really loved watching you on season 2, and I don't know. I think so much higher of you, like having talked to you.
Thank you.
I think it's so cool.
It's awesome. It's awesome to be able to connect with new people.
Yeah. We've had Eric talking so long and actually told him a lot.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. Tayleigh, if you're down, like we can do more stuff. Whether that's like on stream or doing something IRL, whatever. Like I just think that stuff's cool.
Yeah, I'm down.
Cool. Okay. We'll stay in touch. Head, we got to get you to Texas, buddy.
Oh yes, and by the way, that shirt you're wearing, if you got a black one hoodie with that on there, you know what I mean, 2X looks good on me.
I got black ones. I got black ones, dude. Yeah, I just got them today. So the hoodies just got to me today. So I threw the white one on.
Well, when you send it to my address, write it to broke ass nigga.
Okay, I'll write it. You may sign it for you.
Word, you know the good word. Nigga.
All right.
No way, it's racist. I'm not that.
Out of control. I love you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna sign off because I'm gonna watch some like Sam Hyde stuff with the chat. But this was so awesome.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and let me know if because I know you stream too, and I'm happy to hop on your stuff. I tell everybody like, let me know when like I'm not that guy that's like just come on mine. I'm not going on yours. That's not cool. So
yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is great. It's really nice meeting you. I loved you on the show. I actually love talking to you. This is great. Like it's so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun talking with you. It was nice meeting you too.
Cool. And then we got more stuff to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet. I love it. All right. Well, I'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.